Hey guys, this is Destiny here, and I am making this video to start a new series of the ABC Drawing Challenge, which is where you draw a character that you really like from any series or any world, but they have to start with one of the letters in the alphabet. And I was inspired to start this by another YouTuber named Caitlin. I cannot pronounce your last name, but I will tag you in the description box, and I will link your channel. Right now I am currently just sketching through the beginning phases of my drawing. For a minute I was going to do another Alice in Wonderland drawing because I really do like Alice in Wonderland, but I figured I just recently did an Alice drawing, so I wouldn't do that again. So I had to think about it for a little bit, and actually I changed my mind like right before I started recording. And yeah, I think eventually you'll get closer whenever it starts coloring, and actually like drawing most of her features. You'll see who it is. Originally, when I started drawing this and doing a little bit of research, I always thought that this character was a Disney character, but I watched the movie again like a couple days after I drew this, and I found out that it wasn't, and I was so surprised. I guess I should have thought that it wasn't because the style isn't exactly the same as all the other Disney movies, and also it's a very dark story. Most Disney movies have a little bit of darkness in it, but this one has a lot of darkness. Maybe right now you'll be able to tell a little bit who it is, especially with her headpiece, her little crown, and her long hair. Another thing with this drawing that tends to kind of be a lot different than most of my other videos is that it is relatively long. It's almost 20 minutes long, and I apologize if you tend to lose interest since it's so long, but I wanted to keep everything in it from beginning to end, and all my color changes and everything like that. So if you don't care too much to see the full process, just skip forward in the video and see the final product. Right now I am actually starting with the skin tone, and this is the first time in years that I have used toned paper to do any pieces, and I actually like how it turned out. I plan on using it more, especially since this is just the first thing I've done on it, and I wanted to add in like purple shadows. I didn't just want it to be gray, because shadows are not gray. Shadows have color to them. Overall, this piece actually took me about 4 hours to complete. I ended up taking a break after my 2-hour mark because I believe that I had to go to work that day. And so I went to work, and then when I came back, it was already nighttime, and then I didn't get to work on it the next day, so I kind of waited like a couple days before I got to finish this piece, so it was just sitting in my art room waiting for me to complete it. This piece is also a big step for me because this is the first time in about 4 years that I am using Prismacolor pencils again for like a full colored piece. Every so often I'll use it just to color small things, but I haven't used them to continuously fill in an entire piece. I tend to skip back and forth between the skin and the hair, mainly because I got a little bored coloring her skin and I wanted to move forward, so it seemed like I made more progress to myself than I was actually making. And I sharpened this brown so many times. I'm most likely going to need to get another one because I used so much of it. Okay, right here is when I start coloring in the yellow of her dress, and I started off with a lighter yellow and I brought in a darker yellow. They're very similar in their shade, so it's kind of difficult to tell the difference. In person you can tell a difference, but on camera it's a little hard to register the difference. Now I am coloring in her crown. For this piece, I wanted to draw this version of her because I think she looked, in the movie, she looks so happy and at peace with herself, and this is the version of herself that she portrayed or dreamt herself to be without knowing who she was, which I thought was a nice way to envision yourself. I really liked coloring in her bow, mainly because it's such a vibrant blue compared to the browns and the yellows of the rest of the piece. Every so often you'll see that giant white brush sweep across the piece because at one point I was wiping away with my hand and it made the brown from the hair smudge a little bit onto the paper, which kind of bummed me out. So I grabbed that brush from behind me and I just started using it as like a using it as a dusting brush so that I could just take off the little colored pencil particles that weren't sticking to the paper and that were just in the way. Okay, so if you haven't noticed by now, or if you couldn't just tell or guess, that this is supposed to be Princess Anastasia from the movie Anastasia, and I did think it was a Disney movie at first, but it is not. It is actually from Fox Entertainment. I did not know that, and yeah. I'm going to continue making the ABC challenge drawings, and I hope you guys stick around. And what is your favorite character that starts with the letter A? Is it Alice? Is it Anna from Elsa and Anna and Frozen and blah 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 blah? Yeah. Thank you for watching, and if you stuck around for this long, you're awesome, and you have made my day. And just keep a lookout for all my other videos, and I plan on posting at least, hopefully I'm making this a challenge for myself to do one of these once a week and have them up and uploaded. I was going to have this uploaded a lot sooner, but there were so many issues with programs trying to edit this video, and I finally found one that worked. So thank you again for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, and suggest what I should draw next or do for my next video. We are almost at 100 subscribers, which is awesome. Thank you so much, guys, and have a nice day.